What's going on, guys? Mike Butler here with another edition of the Mike Butler Wrestling Podcast. The Mike Butler Podcast. Guys, we have a very special episode here tonight. Not only do I have more than just one guest, but also we're doing video. We're seeing all the beautiful faces. And if you don't recognize these guys, well then obviously you don't go to Wawa that much. Anyway, one of them has been on the show before. You may not recognize him because he's only done audio. We have Jim Zimmerman, the artist, or as his box says, what is it? Jiu-Jitsu Jimmy? I don't call him that. This is the first time hearing it. Whatever.
Jimmy, and if you catch me at Wawa making smoothies, it's Jamba Juice Jim.
Jamba Juice Jim? That's crazy.
Jamba
Juice? Anyway, he's got a show coming up Sunday, June 4th. I know you guys want to go, so make sure you buy those tickets. Support a good cause, because it's a great cause. And have your minds fucking blown.
Real shit.
With us. Pounding a Rolling Rock right now. Or a beer, trademark, copyright, don't want to get in trouble. Pounding a
giving you
rock
sponsors money, fuck them.
We have Ethan Griffies, first-time guest. Ethan, I want you to explain to the viewers and the listeners how excited and just fucking pumped you are about being on this show right now.
Put it in perspective, Jim and I talk all the time. And since we found out that him and I were both going to do this, what was that, Saturday, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the days off between Metallica. Him and I haven't really talked that much, so we could save all of our toiletry humor for this show.
And I'm glad you did that because the show's going to be a blast. Because now that I have just, more than one guest, we're going to play a game. And not right now, but, later in the show, we'll get into it. But, for those of you who don't know, myself, Jim, Ethan, we're all big wrestling marks. This show started off as a wrestling podcast. It's turned into something bigger. And oddly enough, ever since I changed the content, my views and my listens, they've skyrocketed.
Like I told him.
Whatever. So, but we will visit the wrestling phase. It's a little bit of a wrestling game between Jim and Ethan. And I think fists are going to get thrown. Virtual fists are going to get thrown. So, first of all, Ethan, let's get to know Ethan Griffies. We tried this before. You mentioned all who you watched growing up, all that jazz. But I just want to get I want to know the story behind the jacket. First of all, where'd you get it? How'd you get the name on it? And how big is Taz's dick that you had to suck it to get that?
All right, look. You leave a human suplex machine alone first off. The jacket came along because I listen to the Taz show every morning.
Okay.
Pretty decent-sized wrestling show. He goes on after on 4 major wrestling pay-per-views or network exclusives, whatever the fuck they're calling now.
Yes.
He goes on major news radio outlets like WIP here in Philly, and you can actually hear him over the air.
No fucking shit, really.
Yeah, over 330 stations. Pretty remarkable thinking.
He's not just like a podcast guy. He's straight up on the radio and shit.
Straight up on the radio after all 4 pay-per-views.
He was always against being called a podcast guy. He was always a radio guy. So
yeah, he does a live streaming radio show every morning.
Didn't know that. Sounds good.
Better
like it.
How you talk about Taz. Make sure he sees you in the streets.
Now, if I recall correctly, did he not read a Twitter question sent from you, or on one of his shows, or?
He's done that multiple times. I've called into his show a bunch of times. Yeah.
And he answered.
He takes phone calls. He does everything. Reads tweets, retweets stuff. Pretty cool guy. Pretty interactive on his Twitter machine.
Very nice. And so he's a nice guy all around.
Now, yeah.
Yes. So, Zimmerman, how the hell are you?
Doing good.
Doing good. And last time we talked, you had a little show to promote. You have a show coming up. June 4th. Where's it at?
Bourbon and Branch, 705 North 2nd Street.
Very nice. So, Ethan's going.
Yes,
Me and Dina will be there. We didn't buy the tickets yet, but we will be there. It's only a couple days closer than from when we last talked, but any nerves popping up still? Any new nerves? Any new feelings about it?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm pissed. I don't know, I'm a lot of things right now.
Right. Well, the show we did a couple days ago, it was all about Jim. It was and you were saying you were saying that you had never really talked about the music like that.
Yeah.
So I once again, I just appreciate you doing that for the show and all that jazz. And anytime you want to just have an open mic here, I'm always available to do that for you. So again, I want to thank you for being on the show the other night, and I'm glad to have you back.
Thanks. I'm happy to be back. It's fun.
So, for anybody who doesn't know Jim or Ethan, they're very close friends. And, they've gone on record as to call themselves brothers. A little bit of a shield relationship here.
I feel like there's a little sense of sarcasm in that.
There's no sarcasm. No sarcasm.
You have to ask him to pick a limb, not even 2 minutes into the video?
No.
You have to ask him to pick a limb.
Look, we're going to pick...
I swear to God.
I was just acknowledging the friendship that I have on the show right now.
All right, well, you better
That's
tread lightly. Better tread lightly, bro.
I'm treading lightly. But with all great friendships and brotherhoods, there's also disagreements. And Jim and Ethan, from what I understand, you guys are full of them.
Ooh, yeah.
So, on our first take, we talked about politics, which was just, you guys went back and forth a little bit. I didn't really know what the hell was going on because I don't follow this stuff, but that's okay. So, let's go to the wrestling side. Are there any big wrestling debates that you guys ever get into, or are you guys pretty much on the same page with wrestling stuff?
It varies between subject to subject. This man over here thinks that Roman Reigns is a quality wrestler. That's very upsetting.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of have to agree with Ethan here.
Okay. I get it. It's his yard. Y'all wanna talk a lot of shit, but it's his yard. Man.
Ethan, what's the most, how do I put this? What is so fucking wrong about what Jim is saying right now?
I mean, well, if you don't like a guy who can cut a promo, I mean, he's starting to be able to work in the ring, but he can't cut a promo to save his life and selling tickets, talking shit. That's half the fucking battle, getting people into that building. I mean, the man garners enough heat that I've only seen once in my lifetime in a building, which was the ECW One Night Stand 2006, when John Cena came in the ring against Rob Van Dam, and a riot almost broke out. That's what I felt the night after WrestleMania, after Roman retired The Undertaker.
And Jim, sell me on Roman Reigns. I'm a new fan. Just getting into it. I'm not really liking what Roman Reigns bringing. Sell me.
Well, here's where you guys don't give Roman credit. Roman didn't want to be in this position, right? So you got to think of a guy who's bred to be the thing that we are all supposed to love. Naturally, the reaction is going to be visceral by anybody. I preferably like the most, and I think that they should run with, and the guy who should get Roman's push is Braun. Real shit. I think Braun should get Roman's push because the last time we talked on the draft show, I was going, Roman Reigns. Keep in mind, that was, the night after or a week after Taker had just lost?
Yeah.
Taker should have been beaten by Braun, not Roman. I don't agree with that booking. I like Braun. I really like what Braun does. I'm upset that he's hurt. I really, really think he might be the guy to take the title from Brock. And if he's not, then I'm going to be upset. But I would like him to get a clean win over Roman Reigns and it not be like, oh, but Roman's shirt was hurt or shoulder was hurt. I want Braun to actually win. But I just don't think Roman should be getting all the heat he's getting because the dude does what he has to do. Like, his boss is telling him to do this stuff. It's not like I'm sure he knows that he should be a bad guy. And he's a better bad guy than he is a good guy. So that's my thing with Roman is I wanted Roman to be a heel. And I think if he ever does become a heel, he'll be the best heel. If you can turn Braun babyface and have him heel, perfect.
So you mentioned the heel, you mentioned babyface. Wrestling terms nowadays, they're kind of
ambiguous.
Should I say obsolete? I mean, they're kind of like they really don't matter as much as they did back in the day. Same goes with kayfabe. I mean, in your opinion, Ethan, heel, babyface, are they even like terms anymore? Like, can someone be a heel? Can someone be a babyface still? Because
absolutely
fans cheer the heels nowadays and boo the baby faces for the most part.
I mean, yeah, you have the exceptions to the rule, like Daniel Bryan getting the yes thing over. That's still going strong, and he hasn't wrestled in 3 years now. Mm-hmm. But I don't think necessarily that there's heels and baby faces. There's too much gray area everywhere. Nothing's like cut and dry anymore. Everything's you have the heels still trying to be like cool guys. I mean, like if they come out like what's the guy from SmackDown, Jinder Mahal, whatever. He's coming out. You have Baron Corbin who's being an actual heel. You have these people who are actually trying to get heat.
Aleister Black in NXT. Aleister Black in NXT. I like him a lot.
You have the authors of Pain in NXT. They have actual heat. So it's like it is possible. It's just when you try to be a cool bad guy, like you're defeating the purpose.
It's when the office tells you have to be ambiguous.
Right.
That's what I feel like. They're trying to make him neither good nor bad. It's
right.
working.
In my opinion, in recent memory, really there's only been 3 people that I can think of off the top of my head that really could garner heat or if they needed to be a babyface. Immediately, CM Punk comes to mind, and I'm a big CM Punk fan. He was able to be cheered, he was booed, and he was good at it. Another guy is Brock Lesnar. However, Brock Lesnar, anytime he beats the shit out of somebody, people cheer, no matter who it is. And if it's definitely Roman Reigns, then that he's just full-on babyface. And Seth Rollins, he was booed, and he's now cheered. He was able to make that flip, but
are you
saying, a guy like
are you saying
let's just say
are you saying that these are guys that can be babyface and heels and
they can be effectively be both?
Oh, I thought you were going off ambiguous characters because like
no.
Stone Cold wasn't a face nor he was a heel. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Punk, I would say probably the same thing towards the end of, when he was a heel.
Yeah.
Still being cheered. When he was a heel against Taker, he was still being cheered. They're the only 2 I can really think of that were able to be ambiguous. Dean did it for a little bit, and then he started just going over the top, and it was like, But I think they're the 2. Like, Stone Cold was never really just one. He was –
right. He was always
if you were a good guy, if you were a bad guy in the same place, same time, you're getting stunned. It's facts.
Fair.
And 2 out of those 3 guys you mentioned too, Mike, were under the learning tree of Paul Heyman. You're going to learn things like that.
That's what's bananas to me.
And the 3rd guy that you mentioned, Seth Rollins, used to be Tyler Black. He was under the learning tree of Jim Cornette, who in his own right can get enough heat to set anything on fire. So, I mean, you're just learning from old school guys who used to know how to get heat, get shine, get whatever it did to get the business to sell.
Absolutely. So, are you guys familiar with now that you mentioned Jim Cornette, are you guys familiar with the massive heat, the nuclear heat that he has with Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you.
You mean the guy who killed the fucking business?
All right. So, are you guys on the same side there with that little debate, or
No, we both hate Russo. We both
hate Russo?
Russo's a piece of trash. He ruined wrestling. He killed Owen Hart. He's a piece of shit.
Okay. All right, hold on now.
Pop.
This is where
I can't stand Vince Russo.
this is where I roll up my sleeves.
I don't think Russo's necessarily bad when he had like a Bruce Pritchard or a Vince McMahon above him, throwing out all of his on a pole bullshit. But you give him just free reign, you have what happened to WCW and eventually TNA. But just the company's going under. So if you have somebody above him who can like bring wrestling into it and not some Hollywood bullshit, it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I've mentioned on this podcast a couple times that I actually am kind of on Vince Russo's good side. Not necessarily that I disagree with Jim Cornette either. I love Jim Cornette too. I don't think Vince Russo was as bad as everybody says. Granted, he looked at the business a different way. He didn't really appreciate the wrestling side of things. He liked the showbiz. But when I was little, when I was watching him do what he does with the Attitude Era, I was actually into the show business as well. Also, going back to TNA, I don't necessarily think Vince Russo killed TNA because he still had good years after him. And I don't know if he was there with the Bischoff-Hogan reign. He was?
Yeah, he was with that whole regime.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I thought,
No,
see, I was trying to...
It was like him, Pritchard, Hogan, and them. They all came in together.
Yeah. I was thinking that it was just Hogan and Bischoff, and I was going to kind of put them in the you kill TNA business because I know how they
were like they were the going force in that, but they were also there.
Right. But I don't know. I thought that that heat between those two was worth mentioning here. Jim, you mentioned that he killed Owen Hart. Elaborate.
Well, that was what the late great and my favorite professional wrestler ever, Roddy Piper said. He used to constantly say that he blamed Vince Russo's death, or Owen Hart's death on Vince Russo.
He actually said that on a TNA episode back when they were weekly pay-per-views. He I don't know if it was a shoot promo or just a shoot promo, but he actually said that. Yeah,
and then I listened when he had his podcast before he passed. I would listen to it all the time, and the episode or two before he passed, I think, he talked about it. And I guess what happened was he didn't do the proper, because that was when Sting was dropping off at the top of the rafters as well. So what happened was he had those same guys available around to do it. Owen's got this blue blazer superhero gimmick. Let's get him in. But apparently they didn't do the checking. They didn't follow through with the
safety harness.
Yeah, with the safety measures, and he lost Owen Hart because of that. So that's why Roddy Piper blames Vince, because he was in charge of that. That was his goof. That was his fault that it did.
Not to cut you off, but wouldn't that be the responsibility of the people that are hooking him up to maybe do the practice from?
Yeah, it should have been, but that's why you have a person who looks at it after he glanced at it and went, "Yep, it's good." Didn't check it, didn't have them check it again, and it wasn't viable for him to go.
Ethan, do you have the same thoughts here? Vince Russo killing Owen Hart or anything Vince Russo?
Well, anything Vince Russo does turns to shit instantly, but I digress. I don't think Russo – I think that if you didn't dress Owen Hart up in a blue Superman hero and try and have him coming down to be another knockoff of WCW, which I don't understand why they wanted to do anyway. They were starting getting ahead of WCW at that point.
And
but
Owen Hart is way too good of a wrestler to be dressed up like that.
Exactly. You could have kept doing the Hart Foundation stuff, except Vince Russo had to come in and do whatever. I get that Vince Russo is trying to create superheroes and make it look more like a Hollywood fucking movie, but it's not. It's professional wrestling at the end of the day. You can't – nobody's going to believe a man in a blue outfit coming out of the sky in a pro wrestling arena when everybody can see the wires and everything.
I agree. I thought that was a very dumb gimmick. I hated it.
It's a sad way for such a great wrestler to go. He could have been better than Brett. Brett said it himself. He was the better wrestler between him and Brett.
Especially because, I didn't watch much of Bret Hart's WCW.
There wasn't much to watch after Bill
Goldberg goes and punches him in the head.
Right. So, while we're on controversial topics like that, let's talk about another one here. Let's talk about the Montreal Screwjob. Who's right? Who is wrong? Did Brett deserve it?
Ethan, you can take this one because I just.
If your job is to win or lose, if you don't want to do it in your hometown because you want to be a whiny little bitch, that's on you. Doesn't matter. Everything Vince McMahon did that night was justified, and then what Bret Hart ended up doing by punching Vince and knocking him out in the back was also justified. It could have been handled better, but you had Shawn Michaels being a whiny little cunt saying he wouldn't have done the job for Brett in the States somewhere. So it was everybody's fault involved.
Mm-hmm. It was egos. That's what it was. It was a bunch of egos, and it was a bunch of. But I agree with Ethan. It's if you get paid and correct. He was getting paid bank back then. He had one of those long guaranteed contracts, like long. He was getting ready to sign a 20-year contract with 20-year guaranteed contract with the WWF.
It was like $2 million a year, I think it was.
Which at the time was unheard of.
Yes.
Because that's why Nash and Hall left. They left for the guaranteed money, less dates. Understandable. It's why Kurt left for TNA.
Well, he was asked to leave, but same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was asked to leave, and then he found a gig that gave him less dates and more money. So, think about it. If I was in his position, I'd do the same shit. Yeah. He said he was tired. I don't know if you ever seen the documentary about it, but, it was hell back there because nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on. But I definitely think that if your job is to do the job, then you do it. You go out with your head held high, have Michaels win, get him out of the ring as fast as possible, just like Michaels did at WrestleMania 12. Get him out and let Brett get his little,
Okay.
Bye, Brett. That's it.
It's been proven, not proven, but it's been stated by Brett, and maybe Shawn has also admitted to this, but there was a conversation about it, and Shawn just, like you said, saying that he won't drop, or he wouldn't lay down for Brett, rather, at all. After Brett said that, hey, I would do the job for you, and then Shawn says he wouldn't return the favor. With Shawn saying that, don't you think Brett's a little justified in not wanting to drop it to Shawn?
No, Shawn Michaels is a bigger star at the company at that point, and Bret Hart was getting ready to leave. So what Shawn said was backed up, and business. Shawn still had the backing power of the Clique at that wall.
It's business.
Triple H, Paul, as he likes to be called now, but he could have gotten away with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's business.
And then the actual finish of it, there was no other way of doing it. I think putting Brett in another submission other than the sharpshooter would have been a little bit better, but that got enough heat on.
Or just having a spot where he gets in the super kick and then you have Hebner do a fast count. Even then, that would have been better. But the way they did it, I think, like Ethan was saying, with the sharpshooter, they could have did it better. They could have did. Brett was 100% in the wrong for not wanting to do the job, but they could have handled it better. But
that moment did lead us to the Attitude Era, effectively creating the Mr. McMahon character. So, overall,
it
look
worked
back,
out.
it might have been a fucked up way to do it, but in the end, it gave us a better result.
And just for the record, I can't stand Bret Hart at all. I think he
Really?
Oh yeah, blaming Seth Rollins for people's injuries when the style that he wrestles is completely different than Bret's style.
Well, let's look at the Seth Rollins injury list here. Broke John Cena's nose.
That's John's fault.
That happens in the ring. That's a normal thing.
John didn't protect his face.
He pretty much tore up the whole left side of Finn Balor's body.
Because Finn Balor would have looked behind him and not take the bump like a man.
Hey. That turnbuckle bomb is dumb. Just saying.
It's not a dangerous move, though. Like, it's just taking a bump
I
standing
thought
up.
they should have stopped doing the buckle bomb after he fucked Sting up. But
And there's another one, Sting.
Sting was old as shit. Sting was 57 years old.
You shouldn't be taking the bump. Shouldn't be taking the bump. Shouldn't be doing the bump. The bump
Shouldn't be in the fucking ring.
You bring that up with the agents backstage. Hey, we need you to take this turnbuckle bump. If Sting doesn't feel like he can't take it, he doesn't take it.
Right. I mean.
And unfortunately, because of that, Sting has never and will never win a match in a WWE ring. And to me, that is fucking ridiculous.
Well, they could always pull what they did with Bret Hart once he returned and just, give him.
I don't want to see Sting on a folding chair. No, I'm cool. Fuck that shit.
Pop.
No. Fuck that.
Going back to what you said, maybe they could have fast counted Bret's shoulders down. If they cinch that pin up and they do that fast count, but somehow Bret kicks out of that on live TV, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. Shawn's going to get his ass kicked. So
Shawn was going to get his ass kicked regardless. That's why he had those two brothers stand by the locker room for him. Forget
right.
what.
So
in something, right?
Yeah. So we'll revisit this. We'll revisit the wrestling topic. But there was a Metallica concert this weekend, and Ethan, you worked the one day and then you went the next day, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah. So long story short, I've been doing security stuff, event stuff since I've been 16. Ended up with a job at the Link, had a falling out, went back, whatever. So Friday and a Saturday, I was working overnight doing the security thing while they're bringing all the stuff in, this, that, and a third. Wasn't a bad thing. And then ended up going to the show Friday night, Thursday and a Friday. I'm sorry because the concert was Friday night. Went to the show Friday night, had a great time. They put on another great show.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
So hours before the show, Avenged Sevenfold was pulled. I forget the gentleman's name, but had a kid. What was the guy's name?
Sinister Gates.
He had a kid, and was there any could you sense any disappointment from other people about it, or were they just pumped?
It sounded like people were really upset online about it. When you have the keyboard warriors, that's always going to be an ordeal. But when Volbeat was on, the opening band,
yeah,
it was supposed to be the first out of 3 bands that day. I'd say the stadium probably had 30,000 people in there for him, and Volbeat came out, did really good, probably gained a lot more fans, played a longer set than they have this entire tour. So, I mean, they ended up doing pretty good on it.
Did they end up extending Metallica's set at all, or was that just all dedicated to?
The set just went to Volbeat. Metallica didn't do anything extended.
There it is. So it was a good show overall.
It was. They played songs from most of their albums. There was only 3 albums they didn't play stuff off of. They played old stuff, a lot of their new stuff, over everything. A lot of their hits like Enter Sandman, Master of Puppets won. The one thing, if you haven't seen it, I'd go online and watch the pyrotechnics for it. The amount of fire and shit that just blows up on the stage is fucking phenomenal.
That's awesome. Zimmerman, what's up, dude? You didn't go?
Well, as the resident rapper, I tend to not show up to rock shows. I think I was writing that day. So, yeah, no, I did not go. But I'll probably be going to some concerts this summer. We got Kendrick's coming in July. Logic's coming in August, and he's bringing my other favorite rapper, Joey Badass. And then Made in America is going to have Jay-Z, J. Cole, DMX, Run the Jewels, guys. Yeah, so I'll probably make my way to some concerts. I've only been to one concert ever, so this guy's tripled me. And, yeah, only one. Only went to a Jay-Z concert.
I got to actually give you a shout-out. So, after the episode we just did, talking about Kendrick Lamar, talking about all those guys, the next day, Dana's on Spotify, and she's listening to some fucking Kendrick Lamar. And you know what she says? This guy ain't half bad. And for our viewers and listeners, me and Dana are really into our country, and we're really into what?
Alternative.
what is it called? A Day to Remember. Like, I don't know what kind of genre that falls under.
Punk rock.
But, punk rock, whatever, dude. I'm mainly the country guy, all right? That's the only genre I know. But we're into all the – was that?
Listen to Chris Stapleton?
Couldn't get into him.
I think I worked him in 97.
No, he was the other guy that released an album this week with Logic, and they were really fighting for top.
Stapleton and Logic released one, and
they were fighting for the top spot on the Billboard. And Logic, who's not really super popular amongst hip hop fans, but he debuted number 1, so that was pretty dope. Rap's doing decent right now because Kendrick was number 1, and now it's him. And then next week is Harry Styles. So back to the summer shit.
I can tell Ethan's a really big fan of Harry Styles.
Yeah, One Direction. I don't like giving too much inside baseball. I can tell you about them off air, but yeah, all 5 of them is the work.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. So, man, you said something about the concerts, and I wanted to say something, but I can't remember what it was. But let's get into this game here. It's gonna be a short little game between Jim and Ethan.
Ooh.
We're gonna test your knowledge on these wrestling catchphrases. All right, I'm gonna say a catchphrase, and since we don't have buzzards on this show, we're gonna pull a little. I'm going to pull something out of the Broadcast Podcast hat. And, guys, if you don't know the Broadcast Podcast, make sure you follow them on Twitter. They are also available on iTunes. They got a notes on notes coming up. Alan Cumming. I just bought a brand new car, I believe it's called. Not sure, but make sure to check out that episode. Topher McCann hosts that. He's been on the show a couple times. So, basically – since we don't have buzzards, if you want to use your lighters, we could do that too. I was thinking about our audio viewers or listeners.
This is
all right.
Podcast.
But if you know the answer, say your name, and I will be the judge of who buzzed in first. And Ethan, since Jim has a relatively shorter name than you do, you can say Eth or something, or another 3-letter word with Ethan. All right?
Yup.
I'm gonna say the catchphrase. Tell me. All right.
Hard bet. Say less.
All right, so this first one actually has the dude's name in it, so I'm gonna leave it blank and just finish the rest of it.
Is it The Rock?
It's not The Rock. I knew you were gonna say it's not The Rock. I am blank.
Blank.
Well, you already knew that.
I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
I am blank, 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 but you already knew that. I will give you a clue. His name is 3 words. Well, 3.
The Big Show? No.
No. I am
Johnny Curtis, but you already knew that.
Dana's in front of me raising her hand. She knows.
I'm doing the
No, that's not it either. She thought it was RVD. It's not RVD.
What was it?
I am blank, 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 but you already knew that. This is a catchphrase that he used when he first started in the WWE.
Alberto Del Rio, but you already knew that.
That's Jim right there. That's a point for Jim, Alberto Del Rio. I am Alberto Del Rio, but you already knew that.
Trust me. Now we definitely know now. Well, we know what his wife.
Easy one.
Hey, Paige, let that mouth do that.
So,
shout out to Brandon.
So here's an easy. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon.
Real shit.
The girls doing good things.
Shit.
Good things with Brandon.
She desecrated the title. They had to get new titles after that. Like a week later, they came out under new strap for the NXT women. That was great.
That's a good point. I never made that connection, but yeah, they did. All right, let's get on with it. Here's an easy one. Probably going to be the easiest one that we have here? Better roll and shut your mouth.
The Rock.
The Rock. All right, we're tied up. Some of these are groups. Some of these are individual wrestlers.
We are the nation of domination.
I don't know if that was really a quote, though. That was a song.
We are the nation.
Next time we'll do theme songs. That's right. For the benefit of those with flash photography.
Oh, Edge and Christian. Do you want their actual name, or is that fine?
No, you don't have to say Adam Copeland and like whatever Christian's name is.
Jason Christensen.
Thanks.
I don't know his name.
Ethan got that. Here's an old one. This guy's an old guy. I don't know how deep you guys go with your wrestling, but I'm the man of the hour, the man with the power, too sweet to be sour.
I'm the man of the power, the man of the power. It's Billy Graham.
Very nice. Very nice. I am impressed. I would not have known that. Here's a short one. And I quote.
Oh, the anonymous Raw general manager.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No.
Oh, or you want Michael Cole?
Yeah.
That's one of those that can go either way.
Said no, the anonymous general manager never said, and I quote. Michael Cole said, and I quote.
Well, the greatest segment for that ever was when The Rock came back down to Miami.
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter what you know. That was great.
Ooh. Okay, here's a good one. It's a two-sentencer. We are evil indeed. It's a group.
Brothers of Destruction?
No. We are evil indeed.
The Broken Ones?
No.
Oh, shit. What's the name?
Give you a hint?
That's WCW, right?
Nope. I believe these are all WWE quotes. Not sure. But I will give you a quote or a clue. It was a Japanese group that turned into just two people.
Is that the guys that cut off Val Phoenix's dick?
What was the name? And he had shrinkage, so it was never cut off.
Oh, right. You're right. My bad.
If it's not Funaki, it doesn't matter.
Who was the other guy? Okay, Funaki was one of them, but who was the other guy?
Tajiri?
No, not Tajiri.
I don't know the group name. No, I don't think Ethan knows the group name either.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know their name.
So it was Funaki and Taka Michinoku. The name of the group was Kaientai.
No.
Does that ring a bell to any of you? No?
Yeah, no, that shows you how well that got over.
You're not wrong.
They had a long run, though.
Calm down.
All right, so, again, this is another quote with the guy's name in it. So no one got that right, so I believe we're still tied at 2, where Ethan's up by 1.
It's 2 even.
Tied at 2 even? All right. Welcome to Raw is...
Jericho.
Who said that first?
Me.
That was Jim.
That was Jim? Guys, you forgot to buzz in.
With
Okay. Here's another old guy. Iran, number 1. Russia, number 1. USA, hot
Ivan
2.
Koloff?
Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik, not Ivan Koloff. I feel terrible that I just said that on air. I am 100% American. I love beer.
Iran number 1. USSR number 1. America.
Damn, dude. We should just have you on, do impressions, and then we just guess. Like that's pretty good. All right, again, here's another easy one. Ethan, it's your chance to get back into it. Have a nice day.
Eugene.
Mick Foley.
I just wanted to give him one.
All right, fair enough.
I thought Smiley. I thought naturally. Eugene.
Okay, so
That and Festus. Now, Festus is doing pretty damn good.
Festus had a drug problem. Don't you forget, he was under the drugs.
Is that what they popped him for?
Remember CM Punk? Remember when he
when he was repackaged as Luke Gallows?
He acted
heavily medicated.
Yeah, he was heavily medicated. Yeah. Stop
Anyway.
bitch ass beers, yo. If I see this man pull out one more 7-ounce beer, I'm gonna scream out.
Oh, they're little pony bottles. I love pony bottles. Don't fuck with pony bottles. What Cody bottles?
What the fuck was this? Was I talking to you? This is an AB conversation. See your fucking way out.
Whatever.
Hi,
Anyway, we got a repeat here. Another dude. Vintage.
Orton.
No, that's Michael Cole.
Oh, God damn, Ethan, you're so good.
Vintage
He
Randy
does that
Orton.
Cole? Who likes Michael Cole? Like, why are you?
Apparently, this website I'm getting.
Michael, look at the ring. That's before he bullied Morrow.
All right. So Ethan's got a 4-3 lead, I think. Yeah.
4-3 lead?
Yeah. Because you gave him the have a nice day one that tied it up, and now he just got that one. So we're 4-3. But don't worry.
You're right.
Here we go. I'm straight edge, and that means I'm better than you.
CM Punk. Beep, beep.
You were about to sip your beer and everything. I apologize.
No, that's like our
The
guy.
one he answered, I was looking at my phone, so that shouldn't count. You. I don't get that. Nuh-uh. Fuck you. Favoritism.
Tied up again. It's a slobber knocker.
JR.
That was Zimmerman right there.
We just went over this game like last week.
Oh, good.
Did we? Yeah.
No, it was the announcer's thing.
Yeah.
So you guys had some practice.
None.
All right. I'm not really good with impressions, but I'm gonna give it my all here. So don't judge me.
Too late.
It's gonna be real bad. Hold on. Oh!
Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
All right. How was that? Was that good?
He didn't do the thumb.
I did, but it wasn't high enough.
Does he get it because he said Hacksaw Jim Duggan and I just said Jim Duggan?
I didn't hear you say a goddamn word.
I said it
This
first.
is when gimmicks were in, bro.
I said Jim Duggan, and then he said Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Well, I mean, it does. But the answer is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It does say Hacksaw.
Then all right, then give him the point for fucking specificity.
Okay.
And turn in heel
If
real
you
quick.
don't say the name that I'm reading, then you're wrong.
Naturally.
All right. Next one. Bang Bang.
Mick Foley.
Damn, Ethan.
Well, technically that's Cactus Jack.
It says Mick Foley. It says Mick Foley.
Yeah, he also the man of like
That
5
was
gimmicks.
Cactus Jack though.
Ethan with the lead.
Bullshit.
Oh, you didn't know?
Road Dogg.
Should have called somebody.
I can't give you Road Dogg.
Oh,
Is it
Jesse James. But
Nope, can't give you Jesse James.
Road
And
Dogg?
it's stupid. It's stupid,
Road Dogg,
but
Jesse James. The New Age Outlaws.
the New Age.
Are you fucking serious with these
Yeah.
stupid?
no, that's bullshit. I definitely just watched an episode of TV from '96, and Jesse James did the same. Road Dogg did it coming out.
I agree, but I'm just playing by the rules here.
The rules that you're fucking making up as it goes, so it suits.
I
your
ain't making them up. I ain't making them up.
They
I ain't making them up. I ain't making them up.
pick the narrative to fit their story.
I ain't making it up. Zimmerman, you're down by 1 now.
I'm still very hot. Very hot. I'm turning heel as we talk.
Oh,
About to get the
man.
biggest
It's
promo
weird.
cut
I've
on you,
never
fam.
seen like a baby face to heel turn like right here in my face.
You've obviously never watched The Big Show from like '97 to now,
Touche. Good point.
or Gold Dust tonight. By the way, if you haven't seen it.
Haven't watched the show yet, bro.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a spoiler-free zone. Sorry.
Usually it's not, but
You said there's no rules, so
Yeah, there you go.
technicality.
they're not gonna do anything with it anyway. Anyway, I was doing
That's
it.
excellent.
I was doing it for Dana's sake. She hasn't watched the show, and she watches the show.
Okay, because it's Dana. We'll
Yes. If not for me,
I don't give a fuck about you, but
yeah, that's fine.
I got it.
Nobody does. It's okay.
Sorry about that, Dana. Didn't mean to.
I don't think she heard you.
Okay.
Oh, she heard you. She hates you.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
I feel like it wasn't super specific.
You hear that R-Truth is getting his own network TV show?
Like, did that really violate your? Do you really care about the Golden Truth?
No, not at all.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Next one. Excuse me.
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero.
Tied up.
That's Jem. Yep.
All right. Next one. The showstopper, the icon, the main event.
Thing.
What'd you say? Ethan?
I said Sting.
Shawn Michaels.
No, Shawn
Oh,
Michaels.
fuck, you're right.
Shawn
I
Michaels.
heard the icon.
I
And
heard
I was
the
like,
icon. I knew it.
But the showstopper was first.
He was
Right.
lighting a cigarette.
All right. Zimmerman with the lead. I think it's like maybe like it's a 1-point lead. I ain't
It's
keeping
6-5.
track really. 6-5. That's why I love you, Zimmerman. You keep them track and everything. I'm a limousine riding.
Woo!
Ric Flair.
He got it.
Ooh, does not count. I apologize.
I just gave him the win.
Ethan, you tied up.
Smack the shit out of you, Mike. Better watch.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The Rock.
No, I was telling Zimmerman it does not matter what you think.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We won't count that one. That was a quote. We won't count that one. I just wanted to play that off because Zimmerman just said something and I can use it. So
This is the problem with doing wrestling quotes on a show where we're talking about wrestling.
yeah, I know it's awesome. So we'll skip that one.
Fucking bullshit. Poppycock.
I'm the blank, and
The
I'm
Miz.
very good. The Miz, very nice.
Up now.
Damn,
Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons. I would not have
Didn't
taken.
Farouk say that first? Like, as a side note, obviously it's going to say Ron Simmons, but wasn't that Farouk?
I think
No,
I think it was Farouk. I think that all happened during that first brand split back in 2002. All right, so we just got done talking about him before this game started. Just when you think you know the answers, I changed the question.
Rowdy Piper. Don't throw stones at a man with a machine gun.
Your reactions are priceless. I
I
love it.
fucking love Roddy Piper. I came here to chew gum and chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
I thought that was Duke Nukem.
You disrespectful cunt. You disrespectful
one.
cunt. Sorry, Daddy.
Don't beat me.
All right, very nice. Next one, Zimmerman. What's the score?
Huh? Oh,
What's the
I'm
score?
up one. I think it's 8-1, 8-7.
8-7. All right.
I'm only
Who's
up one.
winning?
Me.
All right. Can you dig that?
Booker T.
That was a tie. Just felt like a tie. We'll skip that one. Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Ric Flair?
No, I was a mix between Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, and Hulk Hogan all at once.
Kurt Angle?
Retard Angle.
I didn't know Eugene was back. Oh, shit.
Sorry, Brandon.
Oh.
Okay. This next one, it's one of those things where you're not going to agree with it because it's asking for the group, not the individual person.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
DX. I'm in Made in America mode. I'm sorry. It's DMX. Yes.
X going to give it to you. All right, no. All right. DX was the correct answer. I guess Zimmerman got that, even though he added an extra letter.
No, because I correct myself, and even after I correct myself, he still
Alright.
had not yet answered.
Yeah, because I was popping, dude.
Naturally. Is this game over?
It's almost over.
All right, it might be over like that, but it's not over.
It ain't over till it's over, bud.
I mean, unless you want me to go through all 50 of these. I was just going to do them in parts, but if you want me to do all 50, I'll do all 50.
I'm Gucci.
All right. Fair enough. We're going to do it then. Ethan, I feel like you're going to pop immediately as I say the first part of this. Maybe not, though. Win if you can.
Oh, Taz. Survive if I let you.
You didn't let me finish.
He doesn't need to. It's his favorite.
Well, he's wrong.
What?
Win
No, it's survive if I let you. Yeah.
Win if you can. Lose if you must. But I always cheat. It's an old
Eddie
guy.
Guerrero.
It's an old guy.
Wait. What was it again?
Win if you can, lose if you must, but I always cheat.
Ric Flair?
It's more of the Superstar Billy Graham era.
Gorgeous George?
No.
No,
I never seen him wrestle personally. I've just seen him on the announcer's desk.
Gorilla Monsoon?
You're getting closer.
Bobby Heenan?
Jerry Lawler.
No.
Bobby Ventura?
There it is. Jesse the Body Ventura.
I guess that's before he beat up.
In Minnesota, we have laws in Minnesota, and the government in Minnesota.
I was a part of the Mongols. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Zimmerman, are you up by 3, Zimmerman?
I think so. I don't keep count anymore.
All right, I gotta start playing. All right, I got this.
All right, so let's just say it's 10-7, Zimmerman.
That works.
All right. It's true. It's damn
Correct.
true. That was Ethan. Give me a hell yeah.
Stone Cold.
Oh, 10-9, just like that. Just like that. Who's next?
Bill Goldberg.
It's 11-9.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Me.
Gilbert.
That's not actually on here. I just wanted to say that.
I was
What
like,
the fuck? That's the second one.
We can count that. We can count that one.
Counting it. Calm down. LeBron.
I am the game, and I am that damn good.
Triple H.
Again, easy.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody has a price.
For the
$1
$1
Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, all right, you got that.
Who's that? Who got that?
That's Ethan. That's Ethan.
All right.
I think he was saying something first.
I was, but I don't care. Let's keep this going.
I have the jobber audio. I don't have headphones like some people, so like I am over speaking the volume.
Can we pause this and I go to the bathroom because I have to pee?
You can go pick.
Take a pause for the cause. Hear a word from that. We're live.
No.
Good time.
We back. And this is Jim, and we are on the Mike Butler Podcast. I'm Jim, Jiu-Jitsu Jimmy. That is Ethan. We're back. I had to take a bathroom break. I apologize to all the viewers out there. Got to drain the main vein sometimes, guys. Sorry.
All
I was
good.
a little hostile.
It's all good. It's all good. So,
But we back. But we back.
and we're doing this game, this wrestling catchphrase game.
Excuse me, Mike. Me and Ethan, we have some promotional things that we have to do real fast before you
You
can
shoot it up. I mean, not
This
not like that.
presentation of the Mike Butler Podcast is brought to you by The Taz Show, as well as Rolling Rock Beer. Cool, refreshing, Rolling Rock.
It was fucking beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Don't choke on that, Poppy. And we can continue.
All right. So the score is 11-8 in favor of Zimmerman.
Whoa. He had 9. Chill.
Was he
And,
at 9? My bad.
Actually, he has 10 because that Ted DiBiase one, I said $1 Million Man. He said Ted DiBiase. Technically, he would be right.
I thought he said $1 Million Man. Whatever. All right.
No, I said $1 Million
I
Man.
did not
He said
mean
Ted
to
DiBiase.
shave some points off of you, Ethan.
So it's
So
11.
we're going to continue with this. This is going to be a hard one. This is going to be very difficult. I don't think anyone's going to get this.
They call me the Shockmaster.
The champ is here.
Typhoon.
The champ is here.
John Cena.
I believe his name is
John Felix Anthony
the
Cena.
prototype.
For those of you, the prototype was John Cena's OVW name.
And it was his.
I'm trying to keep these things to the gimmicks that they were while they were that person.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a hard time
I
referring
know.
to wrestlers by their current names.
Every time you say Kevin Steen, sometimes I'm like, who?
He
Yeah.
fucking says it so much that I don't know Owens is Owens unless I'm watching an Owens match. Like I'm like, we cooked him at this team.
Who's the other one? Generico. Sami Zayn.
There's
And Dragon.
Jericho, there's the Dragon.
Dragon. John Moxley.
That's Dean
Tyler
Ambrose.
Black,
Tyler Black, Seth Rollins.
Mike Mizanin.
He was on this indie promotion called The Real World. It was pretty bad.
It was really great. Did really great things on that show.
What was Roman Reigns' NXT name? Lakaya?
Liaki.
Dare you? Have you listened to the Punk podcast? What about Liaki?
Right.
I get it. He's a good-looking guy.
We quote other podcasts on this show.
Only that.
Moving right along. Oh, what a rush.
The Legion of Doom.
Doesn't say that.
The Road Warriors.
All right.
I forgot what the other one was. As we're talking about mixing up the gimmicks, I don't remember the other
It's different promotions, though.
Next one. I lie, I cheat, I steal.
Eddie Guerrero.
Here's a...
Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero. If it's that, just give it to him.
It's just Eddie.
Okay. I'm just going to make sure. Try
Los
to get
Guerreros.
bullshit ones again.
I'm not even going to, for this next one, I'm not even going to do an imitation of it because it would be not do it justice, and I'd feel very guilty about it. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
Randy Savage.
Dig it.
You got to say the name, not just repeat.
No. I knew he was going to get it, but I wanted to make sure that it was done justice.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
Ooh, snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, that's a good one too. All right.
They're going to make me the Slim Jim guy. I was so fucking excited.
I came home from the meeting with all these kind of sunflower seeds and stuff. And were you ever a Slim Jim guy? I was not a Slim Jim guy. There were other Slim Jim guys, but I was not a Slim Jim guy.
Next one. You can't see me.
John Cena.
I don't know who that was, really. Yeah, I said that at the same time. Fuck that one. Here's another old-timer. To a nicer guy, it couldn't have happened.
Gorgeous George. Buddy Rogers.
Yeah.
When he won the belt. To a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.
It was very nice.
Was it Luthez? If it's not Luthez, I'm upset.
It's not.
The catch-as-can style of professional wrestling.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, everyone. And that's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so. Steve Austin.
I was going to disrespect him like that and not let him get that point.
Ethan, you just tied it up.
Because we're talking about Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I'm not a dickhead friend. That's his dude.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Fuck up Hart. Bret Hart.
You
My bad.
You just said fuck up, and it just kind of like...
Did my bias show?
Yeah,
Bret Hart.
and that was Ethan, everyone. Good job.
Yes.
That's those refreshing Rolling Rocks right there.
Mmm.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Doing the job.
Here's an interesting one. Because a lot of people have said this. You're fired.
Vince McMahon, Donald J. Trump, Eric
President Trump to you.
It was Donald Trump. I ain't showing that man that respect. Fuck him.
It was Vince McMahon. Rest in peace.
Undertaker. Why would you even try to answer? You fucking asshole.
That was disrespectful.
How dare you? I let you have full on heel turn.
Was his name Mark Callis?
Mark Calloway.
Mean Mark.
It was Mark Callis.
Mean Mark Callis, actually.
I know. I thought you were going off his shoot name, not his WCW Twin Towers name.
All right, so these next couple ones are pretty fucking
Dr.
easy.
Isaac Yankem?
No, that wasn't a quote.
Damn it. Vote for Glenn Jacobs as mayor of something county.
Knox County, Tennessee.
County, Tennessee.
We all
Brother-
hope Glenn Jacobs, gets that seat or mayor position, whatever he's running for. He's gonna light it up.
He's a smart fucking dude. He's so smart.
He's smart. He also, I think he sells like insurance or something or real
Yeah,
estate.
he does.
Yeah, he does.
Actually, Undertaker does that too a little bit. So we're down to our final 10 here. By my account, with that last one, Zimmerman, you're up by 1.
Yeah.
So here we go. Final 10, guys. You didn't just say that.
Booker T.
Another one, because two people said this, but I'm looking for one answer. I'm the best in the world at what I do.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Oh, CM Punk never said in the world. He said CM Punk just said he was the best in the world. He never said at what he does.
Whatever.
Fake.
He did during a promo, but he didn't.
Yeah, but that was when they were going at each other.
It was no.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
Eric the Badass, Undertaker, A-Train, Maven.
It's not a view. Did you say Maven? Did you say Maven?
Yes.
Was it
He
Zach
wasn't in the
Gallen?
business long enough to get a catchphrase.
Was it Loki?
Was another one that.
I don't know.
All right, so he was part of a tag team that should be in the Hall of Fame. One half of it's in the Hall of Fame.
Chris Benoit.
Whoa, no.
Shout out.
Shut it. Yeah. I'm not gonna touch that one.
Nancy?
Next, woman.
Chris?
Woman. No.
What was it again?
That's how I roll.
I have no idea.
Dana's going crazy over here with the answer. Dana, since these guys don't know, would you like?
I don't know if I know.
Go ahead, give it a guess.
Christian?
It was Christian.
Oh, that's why we didn't know.
Christian. That's how he
Yeah.
rolls with his peeps and stuff.
Fuck his peeps.
I hate peeps.
Yeah, me too.
Old timer here. Listen here, you pencil neck geeks.
Is that he's a manager, right? Oh,
I
fuck.
believe he was a wrestler, but he was known for his management
Bobby
role.
Heenan?
No.
It's fuck. What's that guy's name? I know what he looks like. It's like Harvey Wimpleman.
He doesn't look like Harvey Whippleman, and it's not Harvey Whippleman.
Is it Mr. Fuji?
It's not Mr. Fuji.
Samuel Bano?
Ethan, you got any guesses?
I got none. When I think managers, I think of two people. So, and it's neither one of them. So,
It's definitely not Paul Heyman. So
yeah, and it's
funny.
not Jim Cornette. So,
Classy?
Oh, hold on. Oh, Classy Fede Blassie. Okay, you're right.
Yes.
I was gonna say China.
with the Y or the I.
It's an eye. It's an eye.
It depends on what video you're watching.
Different sites have different names.
Oh, my God.
Some have HD, some don't. Trust me. I've watched both.
You don't want to see Sean Waltman in that light.
No.
No, you don't.
Poor guy.
All right. SmackDown's number one announcer.
Michael Cole?
What
Funaki.
were you saying, Zimmerman?
Funaki.
How do you
Oh,
get
yeah.
that, but you can't get Indeed with Kai and Tai? Ow.
Funaki's the best, and Kai and Tai, nobody fucking anything about them.
Excuse me. If we're going to go into the who's the best out of all of Kai and Tai, I mean, what championships did Funaki win?
Like the cruiserweight title, probably. Maybe the hardcore title.
I don't know, but who's the one that has a job now? Oh, right. My bad.
Taka Michinoku runs a school or something, and he was the first ever light heavyweight champion.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So is Schultz Waltman, and now he's bringing meth and weed into the LAX. So who fucking cares who wins?
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. Not allegedly.
I think it's allegedly.
No, it wasn't. It was in the news. It was not alleged.
He denied it.
He denied
He
it.
would have fit in well with the
the
Nasty Boys.
Sean Waltman?
Is it the Nasty Boys?
Maybe. What?
With all the drug and innuendo.
Okay. This next one's a little bit. I don't think he was known for this quote. I don't really think he was known for any of these quotes, but it's an announcer or a commentator, if that makes it easier. His name was mentioned in the last one, and He's a Hall of Famer.
Bobby Heenan.
Will you stop?
Yeah,
Gorilla Monsoon.
there you go.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
great.
That's nice. I'm very impressed with that
I'm
one.
Bobby, and he's Gorilla because I talk too much, and then he just tells me to stop. I couldn't.
He's a good old Philly boy. We're all from Philly. We have to know that.
I can see the comparison, Zimmerman.
I'll be ranting about some dumb shit, and he'll be like, "Will you stop?" And I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Pop."
Here's another announcer. He's being beaten like a government mule.
Jr.
Oh, JR.
That was Ethan. Pretty sure we're tied up now.
You sure that was Ethan?
That was like a con hair ahead of you.
That was Ethan.
Are you on? Am I lagging?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, he just had like a step ahead of you.
Jr. And then he said Jr. But whatever. Let's.
On my end, I can only do it on my end, bro. Don't worry, you still got a chance. We got 3 more,
I just think it's bullshit.
and there's 3 more, and
Yeah,
they're all great.
starting to feel like the Philadelphia screw job up in this bitch right now. I don't know who to trust no more. I'm looking over both my shoulders just to make sure that y'all don't got some goons after me.
Jim screwed Jim. Anyway.
What do you think I do when I wake up?
I do it before I go to bed, but whatever. I digress.
2 days. 2 days.
Anyway.
2 days. All day.
If I could quote time.
We're waiting.
If I could be serious for a moment. Come on.
Damian Sandow.
Oh. All right, he was part of that Alliance invasion angle.
Okay. Kurt Angle.
Was it the DDP?
Was not the DDP.
Bagwell.
He's a former ECW and WCW superstar.
David Arquette.
I don't remember David Arquette in ECW.
Yeah, neither do I. But the whole invasion angle sucks. So
I was just about to say the name. Taz? Wasn't Taz.
I'll give this one to Ethan though, because he's gonna get this.
Raven.
Not Raven. He's gonna get this as soon as I say it. Maybe you will too. But he was in a tag team. He was managed, or I think the tag team was managed by Dawn Marie.
Stevie Ray.
no.
His partner was just incredible.
Mikey Whipwreck.
No.
The fuck?
This is at like the tail end of VCW.
Public Enemy?
He's Canadian.
Lance Storm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Lance Storm is at like the very end of VCW when that shit was on TNN. And like
Right.
that was pretty bad.
He's got the best wrestling school you could go to though.
And he's bald.
You want me to tell you, look, going back to this Vince Russo thing from earlier, Vince
Yeah.
Russo could make Lance Storm look like shit. And if you can do that, you're pretty bad at your job.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. You're really bad. Lance Storm can make
Well,
any.
again, you have to remember.
Here we go.
I'm not defending that. I
I've
agree.
never witnessed
But I'm
somebody defend
saying,
Hitler before, and this is the first.
Lance Storm was a really good wrestler. Vince Russo had no interest in any of that wrestling nonsense.
Wow.
Then why are you working on a wrestling show?
Right.
It's a job.
You're not Vince Russo. That's not directed
a
towards you.
job. Oh
It's a
my
job.
God.
If
Why did
I
Kevin Nash
were
have
like doing nothing with
why
my
did Kevin
life, didn't
Nash
know
have
shit
the book?
about wrestling, and someone said, "Hey, come write this shit for me," I'd be like, "Dude, I got you." Like, can't hate him for taking the job.
It's different though. You have an interest in wrestling. You know wrestling. He didn't know.
I'm saying if I didn't have an interest, I'd still take a job, and then I'd be hated by all
Would
you
you not try to
motherfuckers.
learn it though?
Huh?
Would you not try to learn it though?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I felt like he had job security though, so he didn't really have to.
You ever hear the story about how he became something? It's bananas. He's like a writer. He wrote articles for the fucking magazine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Stop
after he
talking
got
about
fired
Vince
from
Russo.
working at Blockbuster or wherever the fuck he was at.
Yeah, but it was Blockbuster. It was
Look,
Blockbuster.
I'm tired of talking about murderers. Can we stop?
All right, so how about that Chris Benoit incident?
Kevin Dunn.
You ever hear about Jimmy Snuka? Who, Bucky the Beaver?
Oh my god.
The rails are no longer. We have gone off the rails.
We went off the rails as soon as we hit that
Oh,
record.
we You don't know Morris Day and the Times, bro? From Purple
yeah.
Rain, you don't know Morris Day and the Times?
Number 4.
I do know them.
Right
But I
on-
only know them.
It's like they did right on 2nd Ave. You know, it's where we cut our teeth at.
Number 4.
That's great. So, second to last one
Just a score.
is 2. Oh, yes. In a weird, creepy voice.
Oh, Paul Bear.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
That actually sounded on point, too.
Yeah, next time you can do this game, Zimmerman.
The
All right,
Undertaker
last
is
one.
coming for you, Kane. Oh.
You killed his parents! Or whatever the fuck.
And then
I killed it. I
whenever-
killed the gimmick.
Whenever he screamed, he got real Southern, though.
Yeah.
No, Kane! You killed your brother! Like, bruh.
All right. So, this is the last one. We're tied up after that call.
Oh.
And this is the best one out of all of them. And it's not really a wrestling quote, I believe, but I believe he said it in a movie.
Is it The Rock?
Not The Rock.
Is it The Miz?
It's not The Miz. Would you let me say it? You're not going to take this away from me.
Is it The Condemned?
I like that. I like that movie,
I
actually.
like that movie, too.
I love that movie. Okay, here it is. I came to fight and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Roddy Piper. I said it earlier. Roddy Piper. Came here to fight and chew
Yeah, that was already a question from earlier.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh. I quoted it.
Yeah, it was like question number 3.
You quoted it, Zimmerman.
I quoted it.
It wasn't a question, though. Right?
No, it wasn't.
I'm getting ready to throw something because that's a fucking flag.
Yo, come on. Can we just call it even?
Zimmerman, you won the first ever Wrestling
Call it
Catchphrase
even.
game on the show. Very nice.
Even.
All right, guys. We are just about running it late here. It's 2:30 here on the East Coast for all my Saudi Arabian fans. It's time, and I also have to get up early for a test. We're learning how to do a test, but
Like the guy who died a couple years ago.
Like, you're not working for me tomorrow?
no, I have my serve safe tomorrow.
So you're not working for me tomorrow?
No, I never.
Jim's like, great. Tomorrow's gonna be fucking wonderful.
Yo, my
I'm
job,
not back in. I am not back in till Friday.
my job is you will surely get a call from me then, my friend. Because I am fucking done with that place.
Come on the show this week, and I'll let you vent all you want. How's that
Let
sound?
me tell you something, brother. I'm sick and tired of my back being fucking broken every time I come in and you're not there. And they expect me to do gangbusters. You listen, Stacy? Gangbusters.
Yo, can we edit like
Let me
my
tell
picture
you
out of
something.
this like podcast like right now, please?
I was gonna say.
Let me tell you something. Wawa 8035. You walk around all day, you scream your numbers. You want to talk about your order 316s? Well, James Zimmerman 316 said, I just did the job.
He left the fucking shot.
I like how you mix like half the Uncle Bischoff promo with the Austin 316 promo right there.
That's
Where
great.
the WCW, where the big boys play with each other.
Wow, where the gooses sacrifice each other. All we care about is fucking sandwiches and coffee. Oh, dude.
Yo, you're a manager. You should get off screen too, dude.
My friends, Mike, Ethan, they're not in this. This is me.
Fuck.
But let me tell you something.
Can we clean this up in post, please?
Dan's got a lot of work to do.
Why? You better leave this all in.
You know the Mike Butler podcast is uncut, uncensored, and
It's off the rails. It's off the rails. That's what happens when you have me on there.
other unwords too. But it's a plug time, Zimmerman. Plug your shit.
All right. To all you fake fucking faggots who don't want to fucking buy tickets to my show that I worked super fucking hard to get, stop being cheap bitches and just help me out. I've been hustling this music for a year now, and I'm tired of doing this. Oh, guys, can you please buy my tickets? No. I'm just going to start running up on you guys with a gun to your side and being like, yo, you want these tickets? You want these tickets? You want these tickets? No, all jokes aside. June 4th, the show starts at 6:30. I don't know what time I'll be going on, if I'm even going on, because right now I've sold 3 tickets, and you have to sell at least 15 to get a show. But June 4th at Bourbon and Branch, 705 North 2nd Street. Your boy will be live and direct with some new songs. One's called Dinner Music, and it has mentions to professional wrestler Adrian Adonis and Andre the Giant, as well as this fine young gentleman down there, Ethan Griffies. But just come out and support a local act, somebody trying to live their dream. You can ask these guys how passionate I am about this thing, and if you try to get me out of the house, more than likely not going to go out, because apparently I'm married to a pen and paper. So if you guys could just come out and support me, that'd be dope. Thank you. My Twitter is – actually, I deleted my Twitter. I deleted my Twitter because people like to talk reckless on Twitter and then never say things to my face, and I just don't feel like dealing with that. But you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/James Zimmerman KOR. My SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/James Zimmerman KOR. My Instagram is James Zimmerman KOR. It's all James Zimmerman KOR. So thank you for that.
I would like to say on Jim's behalf that he is very dedicated. So dedicated that he won't give The Wire a chance.
Y'all pissed me off with that fucking post last month. Joe Trout, no. Ooh.
It's a good show, but anyway.
Yeah, I read the comments. You were getting ready to start shooting on that. I was like, oh, damn.
I'm in the middle of writing a hit single from the international rap icon James Zimmerman. And Joe Tillman and Jim Bell want to get on my case. They know what I do. Like, you should watch The Wire. Stop watching Sopranos and watch The Wire. I'm like, first off.
Don't stop watching Sopranos.
I'm not going to stop watching Sopranos. I have things to do. I have 46 hours this week. I barely was able to write anything this week. I barely had time to catch up on The Sopranos. I'm trying to do what I can. I don't got time for The Wire, man. I got time for success. That's it.
Nicely put.
That's it.
Ethan, do you have anything to plug?
On June 4th, my friend –
want to plug it in? If Zimmerman missed anything, please go ahead.
Oh, he can talk because he was one of the 3 people that bought tickets. So you go ahead and you speak your mind, young man.
All right, fair enough.
In all seriousness, though, any of my friends who when I share this, please go out and support this. I've only asked you to support a few bands, and many of you know that one of them actually ended up becoming something. So, I'll tell you off air. I'm not a fan of stooge information like that often. But anyway, just give this man a listen. Go on a SoundCloud, listen to something. He needs all the play he can get at this
stuff,
point.
guys. I'm coming with some new fire. I'm coming with some stuff coming at some people's throats because.
Also, Jim, in the last Shoot the Shit podcast with Mike, you mentioned how I wanted you to make the gimmick table. When you finally get big enough, you have got to have the Pillman pen and pencil angle playing on the video screens from ECW back in the day. You got to do it. If anybody doesn't know what that is, go back and watch it. I'm sure you can find it on the YouTube machine somewhere.
I like it. I like it a lot. But, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. It was a fucking blast. And we definitely
I'm in control of this right now. I'm going to give some props to this guy, Mike Butler. This guy comes on every day. He does his podcast. He loves his podcast. His success is coming. He really, really, really deserves all the success that is going to come his way. Please support him. He's a hell of a good guy in person. He's even funnier on the podcast. Really, if you are at all trying to help support somebody who wants to do something, support Mike, man. It's always good because you never know what this evolves to. These can be podcasts that have conversations that need to be had by people. You know, he has conversations where people are just shooting a shit like today. Just he's got a platform and he's killing it. And you watch out for him. So you might want to get on the train before the train takes off from the station. Real shit. I think Ethan would second that.
I completely agree. Thank you for having me on. I hope to be on again soon at some point.
Oh, absolutely. We will be having both of you on again. Jim, thank you again for taking care of some technical difficulties that we had earlier. Guys, follow me on Twitter, Mike Butler1127, Snapchat, Butler1127, Instagram, Mr. Mike Butler1127. You can also find me on Facebook. I don't have a fucking website for Facebook. Maybe I do. I don't know. But just look up Mike Butler. I'm there. I'm the one in the Wawa hoodie. It's real nice. Also, follow the Mike Butler Podcast page on Facebook as well. I get a lot of shares and views off that. Also, check out the YouTube channel on this. You'll find this, as well as other great videos. You'll find my Shoot the Shit with Sean McMenamin, my buddy. You'll find the Shoot the Shit with Topher McCain. You'll find the drafts that both Zimmerman and Topher did. And if you want to go, we don't want to talk about vintage, you can find my very first podcast on YouTube. It was an Elimination Chamber preview show, and then I was right back at it a couple hours later doing a review show by myself on the grind, as they say in the business. So make sure you follow all that good stuff. And Zimmerman, since you're in charge of this, you're going to have to hit that stop record button when I say so. So, guys, once again, thank you so much. Make sure you buy those tickets to Jim Zimmerman's show. It's going to be a blast. I will be there. Dana will be there. You will fucking see us. And if you guys do see us, say what's up.
If you don't show up, I'm going to
I know
start
I'm
bumping you off.
popular.
Look,
Right. Like,
I got a little aggressive earlier, but because they didn't hear me, they didn't see me. The last podcast I did, this is finally see me. I work day in and day out at this music thing. It's my life. It's the only thing that has kept me on this earth for the last 5-6 years, and it would just mean the world to me, even if you bought a ticket and came, because last year I started rapping, and I remember talking to Ethan saying, dude, the dream would be to get a show by the end of, June 9th was when I did my FML remix. That's when I started again. I said, damn, dude, it'd be crazy if I could get a show by the year when it comes. And he's like, you'll do it. And everybody's, I was like, nah, I won't. For the umpteenth time, he has proved me wrong yet again, and I have it. So it would mean a lot to me to come out and just support me. And if not just to support me, they got a great whiskey selection, great food. It's just go out with your friends, have a good time. But just know that in the process, you're also supporting somebody who's trying to live a dream. I know I'm not expecting to be on billboards by any means, but to have people hear my music and to hit them on a personal level, that's all I've ever wanted. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the fame. I care about my words reaching people, because music is the one thing that we all have in common. We all love music. We all feel through music. So, but thank you, Mike, again for having me on. I'm glad that me and Ethan finally got to get on here and just be ridiculous. And all right.
guys, once again, thank you so much. And Zimmerman, go ahead. We're out.